Hey, welcome to Bandcamp Oakland, where we're going to have a really cool live performance from Kevin Nichols. We're going to get right to it, but I just wanted to remind you to stick around after the show, where I will be interviewing Kevin and his band. And you can find other great artists like Kevin Nichols on daily.bandcamp.com every minute of every day. So without further ado, Kevin Nichols.
Hey. Well, I'll be damned, I've been missing. Like it or not, my friend, you bring me down. Like it or not, my friend, you bring me down. Isn't it all the same? Well, I've been missing. Like you around, my friend, you bring me down. Like you around, my friend, you bring me down. Isn't it all the same? Perfectly healthy. Doesn't take much to be on my own, but it's become my preferred way. My friend, you bring me down. Like it or not, my friend, you bring me down. But I keep you around, my friend, you bring me down. Isn't it all the same? Doesn't take much to be on my own, but it's become my preferred way. And if nobody loves me, then if nobody loves me, and if nobody loves me, well, that's perfectly healthy. And if I understand her, why do her actions hurt me? And when I run for cover, I found some community, and now I notice nothing. Oh yeah, that I couldn't be. The light you see, your eyes escape me. The waste you lay is dead to me. 'Cause I could unleash. I'll never let you down. I knew that when you looked at me, I'm gonna let you down. Sit on the ground. I'm just a disappointer. Now the hurt I will bring in when I run for cover. Found some community, and now I notice nothing. Oh yeah, it's nothing. I'll never let you down. I knew
My name's Kevin Nichols. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, crew and friends. We got Hayden on guitar, Sam on bass, Adrian on drums. That last song was called Hate That I Need You. It's about learning that you're still codependent on shit you thought you weren't. This next song is called Bodied Up. And for this song, just kidding, this one's Bodied Up. That one again. I know my ways to get along. They're not that different from yours. I'm squeaky clean. Bodied up enough, thick skin see-through. I shrug it up like I mean to. Bodied up enough, thick skin see-through to you. So if you like that song, it's on that record. We're playing it front to back today. Disappointer. This next song is called Why Don't You Run? It's the second single off this record. Sing along at home if you know it.
Notice how I care, you are never without me. Even with distance, you know we're alright. I still want it dead, but it's only occasionally. I don't see you in any different light. This time, you're right, so am I. There's something, it can't be real. I don't get my appeal. Why don't you run away from me? Why don't you run away from me? Yeah. All this time I spent, you know, searching for something. All I know now is it took you long enough. Somewhere in my dreams I know he is hurting. But then again, yeah, you know I don't give a fuck. That's rough, I'm tough enough to say I suck. You're so very good to me. I don't get what you see. Why don't you run away from me? 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 Why don't you run away? Why don't you run away from me? Yeah.
This is our first time performing in over a year and a half. We loaded out our gear for the first time 2 days ago. That's our favorite part of playing music, by the way. We missed that. This next song's called Memory. It's about intrusive thoughts.
I don't really wanna care. I don't really wanna like you, but I don't wanna see this memory.
we give you the one slow song. The one. It's called For Me, For You.
Off and on, right your wrongs and repeat. Count me out or keep me down, can't you see? The life I'll spend on my knees, yeah, for you. Okay, I've been stressed. I thought you knew me the best. I could always make amends. I thought you knew this is me, being me. All the space I said I'd need. I saw a light, but it had too much to say. It seems you do right, but I'm lost along the way. And I don't know for you. Off and on, right your wrongs and repeat. Count me out or keep me down, can't you see? The life I'll spend, no fucking for you. I saw a light, but it had too much to say.
We have two more songs for you. This song's Sarah in the Sun.
Look at myself, I don't know how I got here. Keep to myself, I don't know how I got here. Walking around, still don't know how I got here. Choke on the sound, still don't know how I got here. I stare in the sun again. I stare in the sun again. I stare in the sun again. I stare in the sun. Look at myself, I don't know how I got here. Talk to myself, do you know how I got here?
the city, thinking people might die, thinking they might be me. I have nothing to cry, nothing to push out. Sometimes I could lie, not so low lately. Sometimes I could try. I am waiting, just like a fallen plant. I am waiting, and force-fed. I am waiting. Sometimes I could try, but I know it's not me. I know it's all a piece of cake, but would you just look at this? Floorboards uneven, staring back at me now. Some people might say this is not it. Some people might say this is no way to live. Some people might say this is not ideal. Some people might say I am waiting, like a fallen plant. I am waiting, force-fed. I am waiting. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you. That was Disappointer, our new record, front to back. I hope you enjoyed.
Okay, well, that fucking rocked.
Thank
Dude,
you.
You guys killed it. Oh my God. Good.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
All right. Well, thank you guys. That was so sick. So you were saying this is the first time you've played in like a year, 2 years? How's
Yeah.
it feel to be back?
I mean, I pretty much was not going to believe it until I saw it, until I was like playing to people.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was a really cool way to document that exact feeling of being like, wow, this is our first time back doing what we love.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back. Yay.
Thank you. Yeah. Daddy's back.
So Disappointer was released today. Congrats.
On Slang Church. Thank you.
Yes, on Slang Church. And you already introduced your band. So when did you record Disappointer?
Disappointer was recorded in October of 2019 down at Balboa Recording in Glassell Park. And
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. It's not all bad. That's for the Bay peeps. But yeah, we recorded with Danny Nogueras from No Win, and he had a really, he wanted a certain way for it to sound. He had a vision, and we really liked it. And what we came up with was this pretty raw sounding recording, but we wanted to make sure it was pretty honest to us.
Okay.
As a rock band.
When you went in to record it, because it's definitely like a real rock record and pretty raw sounding, did you have like an idea in mind of like, are there any particular records or bands where you like, we really like the sound that Dinosaur Jr. got, or, you know, whatever?
I know that for Danny, it was No Culture Icons by the Thermals. Like that was like one of the main things that was coming to mind as far as recording with like that kind of whole vibe, but making it sound actually like well recorded. No offense to the Thermals, that shit slaps. But also, you know, I see some records here that are and were influences on me and this record. X-Hex over there, Mary Timony's band.
We love Mary Timony.
Yeah. That record right there influenced this one just in like be a little bit more carefree. In Helium, it was a lot of Mary Timony just like pouring her heart and soul out. And it's not to say it's not on that record, but it's approached in a much more like, hey, like let's have some fucking fun now. And so that was a big thing about, that was a big one. And I think there's also Future Me Hates Me by the Beths on the back end. And that was one I seriously loved.
Yeah, and the XX record is It's Real, is the one they're talking about.
It's Real, yeah.
Yeah, those are two both really kick-ass rock records. So speaking of rock bands, you're an Oakland-based band, although we met. I actually have known Kevin since he was 16 in his high school band, Your Ugly Sister.
Yeah. Don't look
So
it up.
it's really cool to see you come this far. It really is. Like, Your Ugly Sister was awesome, but like this show just like kicked so much ass, dude.
Thank you.
So good. But yeah, so we met in LA, but you moved up here to the Bay, and the Bay has a really cool rock scene right now. So since you all live up here, why don't you recommend some local bands that you think really kick ass?
Partner, Fake Fruit, Shut Ups, like right off the bat. Shout out to all them because I pretty much am blasting that in my car 24/7 right now.
Yeah. I mean, anything coming out of Slang Church, like, is just amazing. But I don't know. Yeah, just the Bay Area community is one of the most profound things that I've ever seen, and it stretches like to SF and South Bay, San Jose, all the way to like Oakland and even deep East Bay. And yeah, the community is just one, even though, you know, it's a huge area, but it's really special.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even before moving up here, the band Mall Walk was the Oakland band that I looked up to, and like coming up here now and being a part of bands, and it's just cool to see kind of that vibe, I guess, extend and live. And there's, I mean, tons more that you've already mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, that new Partner record is like insanity. It's crazy. We talked about it in the car the other day, how it's like somehow iconic, even though it came out like not very long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that one definitely slumped. Did you say slumped?
I didn't say slump, but we actually
Slumped.
have a show coming up with slump. Makes sense. We are both heavily addicted to the fuzz.
Yes. Fuzz fanatics.
Can't stop.
But yeah, I think Adrian kind of hit it on the nose. The constant influx of bands from just a great community here. Every year there's something really dope.
Yeah.
So if it's Partner this year, it's going to be something else dope next year. So
Nice. Sick. Yeah, I agree with all of that. The Partner record is sick. This isn't Partner's show, but we all love them.
No, we all love
buy
Partner.
that record. Like now, we'll wait. So you are on a local label called Slang Church. Can you tell me a little bit about Slang Church and why you started working with them?
Slang Church, they've always just been really good homies to me. And when I was just, booking my own tours, coming up and down the West Coast, kind of doing it really boneheadedly, Slang Church slowly kind of helped me out, put me in the right direction. Hey, you don't want to do that route, that kind of thing. Like, you're going to burn out. And it was one of those things that we slowly, while we worked with each other, we upped the ante of what we were doing. So it started with like a tape. And we both saw that we were in it to win it, all of us. And we stepped it up to, a record now, and really going all in on it. And just go for broke.
Nice. That's awesome. So with this new record, you write all the songs.
I write the skeletons of the songs. There's always I can't make the songs what they are without like my band as reference points. And, this band right here is exactly, what I want out of musicians. When I'm writing, I start to think of their play styles in mind and write to those strengths and what I know that we're going to achieve and pull off. And so, not only they're also a big influence on the writing as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can you give any examples of that?
Well, as in their playing styles. Like now that I play with them, if I'm going to sit down and make a riff, I hear myself playing it with this band in the room. And so I bring it to the room, and then we, I can only focus on one track for so long, very one-track mind, and I get sidetracked. So if somebody else can just take up some mental CPU for a moment, maybe I could figure out what the bridge is going to fucking be. And, and if I can't, then somebody else might have a suggestion to pop in there.
Yeah.
And so we all are here to serve the songs and make the best possible art and music that we can.
Yeah, that's dope.
I feel like Fallen Plant was written because we know Sam can chug that bass line for 10 minutes straight.
That one goes out to your forearm. Can you show me? That was for y'all.
Yeah. Okay, so since everybody sort of contributes to this record, how can you each tell me like a particular favorite part of the record, either that you play on or that somebody else does that you think is really cool and special?
There's this one, just like, there's reverb in like one spot on this record pretty much, and it's in memory, and it's like I just hit 3 little notes and then they just sustain until I come in with that lead, and that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, just like right off the bat, you know, you turn on the record and 10 seconds in, it kicks you in the face, and that's exactly I feel like that's the ethos behind it, and we're gonna stick to it.
For me, I would say the entirety of Hate That I Need You is probably my favorite part. It's like every single bar is slightly different, be it one chord or what have you, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And then by the end, it's like a satisfying groove with a lead after the whole time just chunking in this like weird, complicated way. So I love that part, that whole song.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cliche, but like every time I listen to it, I feel like there's another part that I really love. Like Stare in the Sun is like the song I've always wanted to play. And so like being on stage and just having the repetition and like the beat your head against the wall vibe is like
That was the second to last.
It's amazing for me. But the back half or the very last chorus of For Me, For You, you play this guitar riff that's very Dinosaur Jr. And I remember like hearing it in the practice space, and I was just playing like big rock chords, and it's so fun. I just feel like I'm in Third Eye Blind, and it's really tight. It's really tight. But you play this riff, and I remember in the recording studio hearing Kevin play it through the monitors, and it being one of the cool moments in the recording process of just being like, damn, like I'm surrounded by people who are really talented, and so yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites too.
Sweet.
Okay.
Nice. So have you guys ever played live together as a band before, like before the pandemic? Were you playing shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had kind of like, I guess, assembled this lineup, kind of hodgepodge. It was like, I don't know. We got to play some shows and, you know, record the record, and then the momentum was building, and then it was just like, psych, you know? And
Like 3 weeks from tour.
yeah, we were actually we had 3 separate tours that we slowly canceled one by one. And it just slowly just took everything. And I was just like, no, but here we are.
Yeah.
Our first show back live with an audience and everything is with this band Shut Ups that I mentioned earlier. And the first show that we had to get rid of was with Shut Ups. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yes, I finally get to play with this band I love so much.
Nice. Where's that show at?
It's at Eli's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a really
This is
cool
gonna be a rock show.
club here in Oakland that anybody from Oakland should go there and go to this show.
Thank you.
Really cool. It's got a backdoor patio too, so you know, if you're weird about that.
Yeah. Do you want to go hang out there? Yeah.
And not watch the band, you know.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Shows are back, guys. So let's see. Anything that, one thing that I've been reading a bunch of your press, and you've been referring to your music as prunge, which is an amalgamation of pop and grunge. Could you unpack that a little bit for us?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just basically following in the footsteps, or attempting to, of like Nevermind. When I think of Nevermind, that is a prunge record. That is this like grungy ass thing that just has absolute major pop appeal. And if you listen to it, you just hear all these melodies that if you take the production style out of it, these are some bubblegum melodies sometimes too. And I think that there's a lot of people kind of tapping into that right now. It's just like people are a little bit more edgy while they're trying to play their indie pop, and I'm all for it. It's just trying to make something as bubblegum as possible while also just the juxtaposition of the production is just pretty scudsy.
Well, the production on Nevermind isn't really that scuzzy.
Well, not on nowadays.
Okay.
Nevermind had to be its own thing because everything else was scudsy, and then it was like this pristine thing instead. So I guess we're going the opposite direction now because
You're going
everything sounds slick.
Towards In Utero.
Yes, we're trying to Albini it.
Yeah, electrical audio. Here you come. So are you going on tour? Hopefully, maybe.
You know, I was just talking with my friend Alex earlier about getting a tour together for January or February, just hitting the West Coast, dip our toes back into it.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can expect to see us on a full U.S. at some point.
Oh, nice. You're gonna do it in a van?
Oh yeah, in a minivan.
In a minivan.
2010 Toyota Sienna.
Oh, we got to make sure we get the year in there. It has the fake wood inside of it, so we're extra bougie. You know.
Yeah, so nobody wants to break into it. They'll be like, but that's someone's mom's.
Straight up, it's camouflage. If you mess up, you just look like a parent trying their best. Like on the freeway or anything like that. Like they're not like, they're doing drugs in there. That's a rock band.
They're like, that's someone's mom.
Exactly.
She can go 85 miles an hour. It's all good. Sweet. So are there any like bands that you across the country? We already talked about Bay bands, but other bands that you would just like love to play with?
Oh man. It's any time that a question is that broad that I just like brain
Blank.
fart out.
I
Yeah.
got you.
What do you got?
Nervous Dater.
Oh yeah, Nervous Dater. That's a sick. All these really sick bands are coming out of the East Coast right now.
Okay.
I know that you were talking about just like DC has an awesome scene.
Yeah,
and everything.
DC does. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was about to say Pittsburgh. I mean, hey, if we come through Pittsburgh and the Go to Beds want to do a show together, let's make it happen.
I think
Bang
we
our
can
line.
make that happen.
Shout out the Go to Beds.
Shout out the Go to
That's a
Beds.
great record. Debt Begins at 30. Buy it here on Bandcamp. Yeah. It's a great record. It has a bright orange cover.
Yeah.
I love that record.
It's really good. So what's your favorite thing about being in a band?
My favorite thing about being in a band is that I go through my day-to-day life and I just feel like an absolute sack of shit. And this is the one time that I actually feel like I did something with myself.
Yeah.
So it's everyone wants to feel special, and this is how I feel special.
Anybody else?
I mean, I think that Kevin put it very eloquently. Same sentiment, but I mean, there's definitely the cathartic aspect of it, and then just like release and having a hard day or whatever it is, and allowing yourself to just kind of let go. But there is definitely when you're on tour and like you can be an absolute bag of shit in the van all day. Like you could drink it from 9 a.m. in the morning if you wanted to, and if you play the show at the end of the day and you play your parts right, you just had the best day ever. You did it. You did it. So that's pretty sick. And it's definitely, especially when you're on tour, you feel very accomplished at the end of every day. You're like, oh, I did the thing that I care about, the thing that like makes me me. So that's pretty sick.
Nice.
I would say I could never see myself not doing it. Ever since Kevin here invited me to play when we were 15, when I met him in the high school band, marching band. It's been nonstop ever since. So, and before that, music has always been a thing. So it's just the thing I feel the best at and don't see myself ever not doing.
Cool.
Yeah, for me, it's just a privilege. Like every time I get to do it, and then that's kind of it. I'm never gonna stop.
Nice.
I got a good set of peeps behind me to play some rock and roll. Especially the Scudsy shows. The ones where this fella's been drunk since 9 a.m. And thank God. Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
I'm actually not sober.
Hey, look for us out on the road this time. We'll be drinking seltzers this time. And I'll remember your name.
Cool. Well, I think that we pretty much covered anything. Is there anything you would like to tell people about your record or about Oakland, about your life? Any secret confessions to make in the live stream?
I think that I wouldn't be what I am without, all these people in this room are very, very special to me. There's some people I just met, and because you were in this room during that, you're now extra special. But I don't think I would be who I am without all the special people around me. And I just want to give a shout out to, Billy, Maddie, Alex, Colin, Joey, Hayden, Adrian, Sam, Nikki, Elliot. We got crew in here. We got Ira, Natalia. We got Christian over here. Max. Bryce handled the production stuff. Mariana coming all the way out. Rye up there. I'm going for it. I'm going to name everyone, okay? So just cut the fucking feed while I'm naming these people, okay? My parents, my brother. No. But yes, I thank them too. And please give my record a listen if you feel like it. And we worked really hard on that in the studio. And thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can give a shout out.
I want to just like quickly shout out again Billy Bouzos from Slang Church. We talked earlier about the quality of the bass scene in regards to not only the music and the art, but also the level of community and the level of care and the level of like really trying to change the manner through which people are able to access music and stuff. Homie has been grinding since I've known him, and so Billy Bouzos is I'm gonna say the granddad of the scene.
Nice.
Makes it what it is for sure.
You got any shout outs?
I mean, everyone you just mentioned. Just as much.
Yeah, I fucking love all these people. That's pretty much it.
Thanks, Bandcamp. The only music platform that actually gives a shit. I'm going to die on this hill. Y'all do. Seriously.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Kevin,
Thank you.
Adrian, Hayden, Sam, for coming and playing. You kicked ass. It was great to see some live rock music.
Thank you.
Disappointer is amazing. Buy it on Bandcamp. It's currently Name Your Price. So kick them some money. They get the majority of it on bandcamp.com. And thank you for joining us for this live stream. This was a lot of fun, and we will see you next time. Bye.